What if the biggest lie we've all been sold isn't about politics or health, it's about money itself? The idea that a fat bank balance equals true success and security. Imagine discovering that some of the richest people in history, kings with palaces of gold, tycoons worth billions, ended up broke, powerless, or erased because their wealth was just smoke and mirrors. But others, with far less on paper, built unbreakable empires of real value that survived crashes, wars, and collapses. Stick around to the end, because the most shocking examples are saved for last, modern bubbles that mirror ancient disasters, plus the hidden strategy that turns ordinary people into survivors while the rich get wiped out. These eye-opening truths could rewrite how you measure your own success and protect everything you've built. It's woven so deeply into society that few ever challenge it, the notion that the balance in your account defines ultimate achievement. A sufficiently large figure supposedly signals victory in life's contest. Yet chronicles of economies and individuals reveal a contrasting tale, one of figures commanding resources rivaling nations yet descending into vulnerability, destitution, or obscurity, alongside others lacking immense holdings who forged enduring worth. Genuine worth, the sort impervious to market reversals or monetary failures. Recognizing the divide between accumulation and substance explains why many pursue the incorrect target, often concluding in shortfall. To dispel the misconception, begin in one of humanity's most affluent settings, France during the reign of Louis XIV in the early 18th century. Versailles embodied continental extravagance, gilded surfaces, vast chambers, meticulously designed grounds. The court served as a showcase of prosperity through spectacle. Aristocrats exhausted resources maintaining facades, sourcing fabrics from distant east, sweeteners from overseas territories, vintages from renowned regions. Superficially, the nation appeared extraordinarily prosperous, yet underpinnings proved fragile. Reliance on conflict gains, distant extractions, and borrowing prevailed. Contributions burdened lower classes disproportionately, sparing privileged groups. Beneath the dazzling exterior, structural integrity eroded. Advancing slightly within that era, a Scottish economist elevated to oversee finances attempted remediation via circulated notes and a colonial enterprise. Initially effective, holdings expanded rapidly on records. Participants witnessed unprecedented growth. However, substance lacked, the venture's projections exaggerated, territories overhyped. Upon sentiment reversal in 1720, recorded gains dissolved swiftly. Pursuers of rapid expansion faced devastation, while retainers of concrete elements, territories, productive capabilities navigated turbulence. This marked an early contemporary European illustration distinguishing apparent prosperity from inherent merit. The cycle recurs universally. In the 1920s United States, participants ascended via equity exchanges amid symbols of advancement: vehicles, communication devices, towering structures. Lenders and traders amplified positions perilously, generating holdings from speculation. The 1929 downturn erased those gains. Endurers possessed utility-retaining elements, cultivatable grounds yielding sustenance, facilities manufacturing necessities, operations addressing persistent demands. The oversight from prior French experiences repeated. Holdings represent claims on substance, not substance itself. Absent foundation, claims lose meaning. Contemporary holdings often exhibit similar fragility. Equity valuations hinge on anticipated outcomes, not assured production. Property assessments fluctuate with borrowing expenses and collective mood, beyond mere materials. Even exchange mediums depend on institutional confidence, erosion renders them vulnerable. Past instances: early 20th century European Republic, recent African and South American cases demonstrate local unit holders impoverished, while substance and durable forms or adaptable expertise preserved elements. Substance entails production capacity, endurance, utility across conditions, tradable expertise, dependable connections, generators of vital outputs, knowledge resolving critical issues. It persists amid panics, failures, driven by fundamental requirements, the most steadfast medium. A vivid demonstration arose in late 20th century Japan. At apex, central Tokyo grounds reportedly exceeded entire western coastal valuations. Domestic entities acquired iconic foreign properties. Recorded dominance seemed inevitable. Post-1991 rupture, vast sums vanished, enterprises failed, equities plunged, lands depreciated prolongedly. Yet recovery foundations remained: advanced education, precision manufacturing, quality ethos. Substance mitigated, enabling rebound. Current mechanisms obscure boundaries, benefiting overseers. Authorities favor metric-focused populace over resilient personal systems. Enterprises prefer product pursuers over capability builders. Confusion sustains reliance cycles. In classical antiquity, prominent figures commanded extensive domains, yet influence derived from vital controls staples like grains, oils, beverages urban centers required. Progressive medium dilutions diminished coin holders' capacity, but output controllers agricultural, extraction, transport retained sway. Similar dynamics aided 20th and 21st century turbulence navigators. Financial liberty eludes many for prioritizing accumulation absent substance inquiry. What underlies it? Sole ties to indices, compensations, or adjustable units risk illusion. Autonomy emerges when sustenance avoids total reliance on uncontrollable structures. Contemporary approaches involve broadening substance forms, productive elements like grounds, equipment, technologies serving any climate, mastered competencies perpetually sought, development, building, cultivation, high-stakes resolution, nurtured ties offering avenues amid formal disruptions. Paradoxically, appearance-obsessed often prove most exposed. Chronicles abound with lavish yet unsubstantiated elites, late 18th century French privileged, early 20th century American magnates post-regulation, early 21st century technology beneficiaries pre-rupture, all prosperous until not. Substance-absent holdings resemble transient structures. The divide separates storm endurers from casualties. Forces behind French aristocratic downfall, 1929 contraction, Japanese deflation persist, modernized. Comprehension empowers illusion escape, constructing permanence immune to policy, downturns, adjustments. Dispel the seductive notion of statement figures equating safety. Numerous believed prosperity until disproven. Ancient traders amassed units only for progressive dilutions funding ambitions, rendering traces minimal by later centuries, costs escalated, faith dissolved, realizations belated. Form unchanged, capacity stolen subtly. Early 1920s European case amplified, midday earnings halved by evening purchases, lifelong reserves trivialized. Transporters needed volumes for transactions, paper rivaling fuel. Substance lay beyond failing medium grounds, external units, scarcities, demanded items. Late 1980s Japanese parallels, palace grounds surpassing vast regions, ratios extreme, overnight expansions. Post-rupture, equities shed majority, properties crushed prolongedly. Market focus discovered instability, diversified endurers mitigated via utility, scarcity, resilience, not euphoria. Implications: residences, equities, earnings reside within adjustable frameworks, inflation, rate shifts, liquidity strains reconfigure rapidly. Literacy involves recognizing institutional influences distorting ownership perceptions. Query: what retains merit amid alteration? Perspective realigns priorities from digits to realities, advantaging overtrained numeric focus. Depression endurers, capable producers, adaptable operators emerged reinforced, self-sustaining via unmet demands. Modern conditioning emphasizes signals, elevated earnings, grand dwellings, surging portfolios implying permanence, comforting yet deceptive. Escalations, spikes, squeezes transform assets to burdens. 2008 upheaval revealed, overleveraged properties debt-backed, dreams dissolved upon revaluations. Challenge: personally opt substance foundation over illusion, systemically recognized design prioritizes perpetuity, occasionally costing participants. Liberty commences mindset departure, redefining metrics in indelible substance. Historical consistencies, cultivatable territories, vital commodities, irreplaceable competencies, need-meeting ownerships, manipulation-resistant stores, ancient metals, 20th century energies, digital era knowledge. Controllers of necessities resist dispossession over unit or paper holders. This constitutes authentic autonomy, sustaining, expanding irrespective of rule reshuffles. System flourishes on numeric pursuit, manipulable. Substance resists fabrication, collapse. Discernment pierces enduring deception. Precedents vary, yet incomprehension invites overwhelm. If this altered viewpoint, subscribe. Chronicles illuminate paths.